Welcome back to another episode of Just One Fern. Lucas and I here to do a whole lot of talking about a whole lot of nothing. And later we have Spencer Hendricks on the episode. Great interview with him. We're really happy that he was able to come on again. It's our first returning guest, which is awesome.
It's also our first guest of the year.
It is first guest of the year. It's been our first guest in a while, which is amazing.
First guest in a half year.
Yes. Yeah, basically. And which, it's not a bad thing though. It's not horrible. It's not a bad thing that we haven't had a guest, like I feel like we've been carrying it well ourselves, but it is really nice to have a guest back. Like it felt so good to just interview, and it just reminds us like how much fun it is to do these interviews.
It kind of reminds me of like having a girlfriend or like being single. It's like, it was so nice to be able to just work on me for a little bit.
Yeah. No,
I
you're right.
How great it is to have somebody, just to have somebody there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we finished the episode and he hopped off and you were like, we still got it. We still got it. We know what we're doing. It worked out well. It was fun. It was a good time. So stick around.
I also said, why do I always embarrass myself?
True. Lucas embarrasses himself. I'm not even going to say why. You're going to have to watch the interview. But he embarrasses himself every single time we have a guest on. It without fail. You somehow really say something where it's like, what? You do that? Like I remember specifically with Anthony Robustiano when you talked about the chicken parm sandwich and all of that stuff, and he was like, what? And then the creme de la creme was when we had Joey Dardano on. That was creme de la creme, and you're like, I have a tea time. That was so bad.
Oh my god,
that was the worst.
Bad. Oh. Who did I tell? Who did I tell that I shaved my ass?
Who did?
Who was that?
I don't remember
because I did tell them.
You said it to someone. I don't remember. I think it is. Was it Duke? It might have been Duke.
I think it was Duke
because he's the only person I could think of that you would say that to.
And then he was like, "What the fuck, dude? Why did you do that?"
Yeah, he's like, "Don't do that."
All right, man.
That was hilarious. Yeah, so Lucas embarrasses himself again, but stick around for that interview. It's very good. We dive really deep into like the emotion behind his new single, which is coming out. Make sure to go pre-save that. But thank you again to Spencer for coming on. Let's dive right into some things that are happening in the world. Main thing we got to talk about, Lucas, today was just released. We're getting a GTA 6.
Really?
Yeah, it's just released today.
No way.
Yeah.
That's sick.
GTA 6 is in the works. It's like for real this time. Like it was reported on like some really big news sites. So it's,
IGN.
Yeah. And I'm honestly very excited. You know, it's crazy. I was playing GTA last night. Like I was just, my mind was all over the place, and I was like, I just need to, shoot some people. So I hopped on, and I was like, man, I really want a new GTA. I would just love a new story, and we're getting one.
Dude, it's been 10 years.
Long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It also, but I mean, in their defense, it's like GTA 5 has been big for 10 years. Like people love that game still. It's fun. So I'm excited for the new GTA.
It's still so good.
Yeah.
It's like just a fun game. Just a fun, good story.
Yes.
Good characters. Fun gameplay.
Yeah. It's all fun. There isn't any bad part about it.
Nope.
It's
good
amazing.
for kids.
It's great for your children. Make sure to buy it for them when it comes out. But yeah, it's I'm excited for that. It was kind of jaw-dropping news. I was not expecting that ever. I thought that GTA 5 was the last thing we'd get.
I have a feeling it still won't come out until like 2026.
Yeah.
Do they have a
no, they didn't give us a date. No.
Of course they didn't. Assholes.
Yeah, they might give it to us a little bit late.
Further reports pegged the game to arrive in 24 or 25. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's not even, might as well not exist.
Yeah, why are you telling us now then? Like that's upsetting. I hate that about most movies where they'll tell us it's coming out like 2 years or 3 years in advance. And I'm like, dude, just wait until 6 months beforehand and then be like, hey, this movie's coming out. And then we'll get excited. Like, I don't want to and this is the biggest culprit is Stranger Things. When they have been teasing this 4th season for about 2 years, The last season came out in 2019, summer of 2019. It is
Oh
currently
my God, it
2022. Yeah,
was that long ago?
yeah. And
Quit.
they're
Just
the
stop.
worst. I mean, what's the point now? I'm not excited anymore.
Finn Wolfhard is middle-aged now.
He is.
cannot
He's
play the same
25.
role.
He's 25 years old. How did what do you expect for him to do in that role? Yeah, it's nuts, man. But there are a bunch of movies coming out. Netflix just released their whole list of movies that are coming out in 2022.
That's cool.
That seems cool. This sounds like there's a bunch of good ones. Knives Out
good.
2.
I never saw the first one.
I think you would like it. It's like a fun mystery movie. It's a good time.
It's Knives Out, and then they put them away,
Mm.
and now they're bringing them back out again.
Well, no, the knives stay out the whole time.
Oh, they're still out. They're out since they've been out.
They're out from beginning to end.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
Well,
crazy.
so then,
Well, that's why I'm confused about Knives Out 2 is the knives are still out.
hmm.
Didn't we learn our lesson from the first Knives Out? Apparently not. The knives are still out. But did you see? I don't know if you probably haven't watched it, but you might have heard about it. The new Pam and Tommy series that's out right now.
Oh, that's Hulu?
Yeah, yeah. It's about Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee from Motley Crue, and their like sex tape that got released in the 90s.
So it's wait, hold on. It's who's the male actor?
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah.
Sebastian Stan. My cousin's in love with him.
Really? Yeah. Well, she should watch
She's
this.
gonna
Then.
love this. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, he's naked the whole time. It's crazy.
So
I watched.
Is there a story?
There is a story. I
somewhere?
mean, it is. It's supposed to be. There's like two sides of it. So I've seen the episodes that are out already. And one side is Pamela Anderson kind of going through Pamela and Tommy, what their lives and like them meeting and them getting this house or whatever and doing all that shit on their end. And then there's the side of the two other characters who are Seth Rogen and Nick Offerman. This is the other side of the story. And they are the guys that are trying to, they like steal the sex tape to get back at them for snubbing them. And it's crazy.
That sounds like fun, actually. That sounds like a fun show.
It is. It's crazy. Like, it's absurd. And the thing is, it makes sense because I know from just like what I've read that their relationship was absurd. So it's like, it's very interesting. It's crazy that this is like based off of real events.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Pamela Anderson besides Baywatch.
Yeah, that's all I know about her
and
as well.
Borat.
Yes, Borat. Yeah. Yes, I forgot about that.
He stole her.
He did.
Kidnapped Pamela Anderson.
I fucking love Borat, dude. What a great. Just both movies are so good. They're both incredible.
Dude, they are amazing. I think Borat's in my top 5 probably ever.
Really?
Of any movie.
It's a good one to be up there. It's a great one to be up there.
It's pretty I don't feel like it's a cool one to have up there, but I think it's I don't think it's overrated.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's, some people obviously hate it, but I think it's if you have a really good sense of humor, it's very funny because it's humor that you can't script out, really. Like, it's humor that just happens.
It happened and they captured it.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. It's kind of also like the new, which I don't really find this funny, but the new Jackass movie.
You don't like Jackass?
No, I don't like Jackass. I don't like watching people get hurt.
Sometimes I like watching people get hurt.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, they're incredibly successful, and this is like their last hurrah, but I hate watching people get hurt. So it's like, I just don't find it funny.
Even if they're like assholes, they're jackasses.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I just don't find it funny. I don't find it funny to like watch people get hurt because it like pains me. I'm like,
it makes you like actually
like
cringe.
Yeah, it makes me cringe and it makes me like feel pain that like I'm not feeling.
Wow. That's fair then.
Yeah, but because there's like that kind of joking where it's like very physical, but I think like Impractical Jokers is funny, where that's kind of like more reality comedy.
More on the Borat side of things, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of just fucking with people.
Yeah. Which is your wheelhouse.
That is very much my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people on board, though.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk to strangers.
It's very
Nobody.
difficult. Yeah. Well, lots of people just have headphones in now, so it's like very rare that you get someone who's like actually going to talk to you when you're trying to make a funny video. And then also people have ruined it by making just really horrible ones, you know?
Yeah, there's also just bad people out there who
Yeah.
just just
Yes.
genuinely harass people, which
Yeah.
is different, man. There is no nuance to that. You're being an asshole.
Yeah.
They're not pranks.
No, they're not
You're
pranks.
bullying this person.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like I think it's like in Spain, there's like Spanish TikTok, which is people doing pranks, but it's literally just harassment, or it's like guys going and like trying to steal someone's girl. It's so funny because it's so dramatic. It's like a soap opera, but it's terrible. It's so bad. And then yeah. No, but it's like, no, it's actually not them talking. It's like dramatic music, and you don't even hear what they're saying.
Oh,
So it's like, what's happening here? How did you come up with this
so there's
idea?
no actual like dialogue.
No,
But it is Spanish.
it is Spanish. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just how the Spaniards joke or dramatize things. I don't know. It's very strange. Very strange. I don't really know
So-
why it's a thing, but
So Sebastian Stan gets naked in the show,
yes.
and you see him naked.
Mhm.
You see his junk.
I mean, I think it's probably like a fake prosthetic thing.
I'm asking for a friend, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to. But yeah, I mean, he's completely naked
That's
almost
crazy.
the entire time. Yeah. It's nuts.
Dude, I don't. To imagine being on set and like they're like, "Yep, you gotta do full frontal nudity."
Mhm.
Nudity. Can I just? Can I? Would you mind doing a prosthetic? Actually, we might.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't.
This
know
isn't
about
gonna
that.
cut it. This isn't gonna cut it. We're gonna have to go in a different direction if you don't. So let's
Is
figure
this a joke? Tina, was this you? This is a joke. Oh, honey.
No, but it is. It's a weird show. It's definitely strange. I mean, it's well done, but it's very absurd. But yeah. Something that I was thinking about the other day when I was driving. This person in front of me was driving a manual, so like a stick shift, and because the reason I knew that is because like they would back up slightly before they would go forward every time.
Oh, yeah.
Which is annoying, by the way. I just think people who drive manuals suck.
Mm-hmm.
They're the worst. And here's why I think this. Because one, how are you going to text and drive? Idiots. Two, when you're driving, the majority of people that drive stick shifts are like assholes with cars who go super fast down the road, or like they're revving their engine and shit. It's like, shut up, you idiots. So
For like there was like a brief period where it was just like, oh, I can't afford a car with automatic transmission.
mhm.
And it's like, okay, cool, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's just, I hate you, and then they just go.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I
People
hate
who
when
rev their engines just in general are probably top 5 worst people alive.
I do it sometimes as a joke. Because like I have a Volvo, and I'll be like in the parking lot of Guitar Center, and I'll go, woo woo. You know, I'll be like eating lunch.
It's really
I like have a
small.
bologna sandwich. Mm-hmm.
The least manly thing you could do is rev a Volvo. That's
I'm
bad.
like, yeah, this thing can go 1 to 60 in
Yeah.
like a minute.
I just don't know why like some people find that to be cool or attractive or anything, because it's like you have an engine of a car that's cheaper than the automatic version of that car. So it's like you don't have money. You just have an engine that's loud, and you're doing it on purpose. What's cool and attractive is Liam's voice thing that he hooked up to his car.
That was badass.
That was the coolest thing. I think about that almost every week. I love that so much. He would just like yell at people on the side of the road.
Yeah, he literally had a horn installed, like
with different
what are they
sounds
called?
and sirens, and like a loudspeaker. He just
It's a
had,
loudspeaker. So he'd like be driving down the street and go, "Excuse me, ma'am. Where's your mask? Where's your mask? You are within you're within 100 yards of an official public building." Then just drive off. Then it's cool to rev your engine.
yeah, that's when it's cool. When it's like, because he was a comedic menace with that machine. Like it was so funny. There wasn't a single time when I heard it that I didn't laugh. It was perfect.
There's this one video of his girlfriend's getting into the car,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that. There's a Vine that's very similar to it. He did the exact same thing,
Mm-hmm.
where she's like walking around,
Yeah.
and he like hits the siren and goes, "Whoop," and she goes, "Bah," like she freaks out.
Yeah.
But the funny part is not that, but then it's Liam laughing, goes.
It's the creepiest laugh you could ever.
but I don't think he meant to. It was just like,
It's just how he was laughing.
it was like an old man. It was awesome.
Liam kind of is an old man, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
He's got old men vibes.
he does a bit where he like pretends to be an old man. I think
Yeah.
he's just gonna be that guy. I think he's
Gonna
excited to
eventually
be him.
morph into that man. That's hilarious. I guess last thing here before we throw it to our interview, the new photos or posters, I guess, for the new Lord of the Rings series also dropped. Those look
Ooh.
very good. I'm just excited to see what they do. I'm a little nervous, to be honest, but after The Hobbit, which The Hobbit was like, I loved The Hobbit when I first saw it, like in theaters. I was like, oh, this is great. And then I recently like rewatched them and I'm like, it's just not as good as Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So I think we have to go in with expectations of it not being as good as Lord of the Rings. And then we'll enjoy it more.
Dude, if it's better than The Hobbit, I'll be happy. I'll be pretty happy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rings
And I
of
think
Power.
it's nice that it's a series too. That'll be nice.
Yeah, these are some cool photos. I'm worried they're gonna go too Game of Thronesy with it.
I feel like they might though, because there's so many characters they're gonna bring in that they might be going Game of Thrones style, which is, I mean, smart on their part. Honestly, Game of Thrones kind of took from, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I think it could work, especially with like the era they're gonna like represent.
yeah.
But
But
I'm still excited. I will watch all
yes,
of it.
I'll watch
because
all
I'm
of it.
a nerd.
Yeah, me too. Alrighty, well, that's all that we have for us today. We're going to send it over to our interview with Spencer Hendricks. Thank you all for listening and sticking around. Let us know what you think of the interview. Follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow Kenny on TikTok. He has millions of likes now. So go check it out. Thank you all for listening. Let's send it over to our interview. All right, everyone. Today we have Spencer Hendricks back on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us again. We're here to talk about his upcoming new single called Won't You Come Home. Thank you so much for coming on, dude. How have you been? It's been a long time, been 6 months. A lot has happened since then. So what's been going on with you?
Well, dude, thanks for having me. I missed you guys so much.
Yeah,
it's
man,
been
we
6
miss you.
months. It's just insane. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, since we talked, I'm working with a really cool management company now.
Nice.
They're out of New York and they're great.
That's sick.
And yeah, it's just trying to get going as much as I can on like the TikTok side of things and just the social media side of things and just writing songs as much as I can every day. Just working as hard as I can. Yeah. So it's been great. It's been really good.
Nice. How did you come about that management company or that management deal? Like, how did that work?
They started found me on TikTok.
Okay.
And then I started working with a lot of their artists, and then just kind of fell into place. And they're amazing. They're just so good at what they do, and I've had so much fun.
That's awesome, dude. That's amazing.
How long have you been with them now?
What? Since end of August, I think, which is crazy.
Sick. Wow,
so,
it's like right after we saw you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
amazing.
I know. So,
have you seen a lot of growth? Then. Like, have you seen a lot of growth with that? Being a part of your, journey with this music and everything that you want to do.
Yes, and they're just it's cool because I'm very band oriented. Like I grew up playing in bands and stuff, and being a solo artist, you kind of miss that that group feel. Like when something
Yeah.
goes right, you can high five your band member and stuff.
It's
So
tough. Yeah.
yeah, but having them just not just rooting for me, but just telling me exactly how to navigate the music industry, and it's like we can approach things as a team. It's
Yeah.
just from all that together. There's been the growth has been night and day. It's starting. Everything's starting to snowball, which is so exciting.
Nice.
So
That's awesome. That's a fun feeling.
Yeah.
it's good. It feels good. Yeah. After
Well,
all this
also,
work.
it's got to be nice to not have to like, I don't know, feel so self-reliant. Like have the team
Yeah.
supporting you. Like I can't imagine. Like it sounds like anxiety-inducing otherwise.
To put it lightly, yes.
Yeah.
No, it's like it's really exciting, and then it's like, oh my god, this like it's staring up Mount Everest. Like, how am I gonna get all this
Right.
done?
Yeah.
Because
Right.
like you want to be as an artist, you want to be as creative as possible, as much as you can. And there's no room for emailing publicists. That's
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah. There's so much
going over contract.
Yeah. There's
So.
so much that goes into a release, and it's tough. So that's really great that you have been working with some guys. I'm sure we'll see all of that come with this new single that's coming out. But before we talk about that, I do want to talk about you on TikTok real quick, because that's how we have found you in the first place, like a few months ago.
Right.
So you posted something recently, and we got to talk about it. You got banned from TikTok Live.
Oh my god!
What
yeah.
happened with that? What went on with that? I'm very confused.
Streaking? No, it was. It was. I don't really know what happened. I have this song called that I always sing on live. It's not out yet.
Okay.
This is my theory, because
Okay.
I got nothing happened. I reviewed it. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I got banned for bullying, which I'm
What?
not. I don't even know how I
No
could.
way.
I don't even know. Like,
No way, you got banned for bullying.
So I was like, I don't know if like I was bullying or people in the comments were bullying or whatever. But I have this song called Sick of This Shit,
Okay.
and I sing it every night.
Yeah.
And I got banned, and I was like, huh, that's the only thing I can think of. Like it's like sick of this shit, I'm better alone, all this.
Yeah.
It's like just a total FU song. And
Now I have
That's
to
it.
ask. Well, if it's an FU song, do you think there's a chance the person you were like saying it to was on, like
Yeah,
was
they're
like watching
They're
you?
reporting you. They're
And
like, I am
Bro,
not listening to this.
bro.
This is bullying.
Maybe like a ton of people took it personally. They all thought it was about them. They're like,
Everyone
like,
tunes in to see if you're gonna say you're sick of them every night.
Yeah.
yeah, right, yeah. So I was like, that's my only lead. I have no idea. So it's still a mystery. I have
That's
no
so
idea.
funny. But you're no longer banned now.
That's good.
No, I'm not banned.
Nice.
I've been,
Awesome.
I'm very on now.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you
been
do it
great,
every
thank
night,
God.
right? So it's almost like you're doing like a small little concert every night.
Yeah, every night.
Wow. Is that
So
like a spot where
it's-
you test a lot of your new music? Is it like kind of your go-to for testing out new songs?
Yeah, it's kind of like a comedian going out and like before they have a big tour, they go out to the little clubs and they test out their jokes and see if they laugh. So it's cool to have that aspect,
Yeah.
that part of it. But yeah, no, it's awesome because right now, like, where am I going to play a lot of shows? Because of the pandemic and stuff. And I was like, I always thought, yeah, live video, looking at your phone, is that really going to be anything?
Yeah.
But it's weird. You can really feel the energy
Mhm.
coming from, and like all the gifts, when the gifts come in, and like all the hand clap emojis. It's really cool. And it's cool because it gives your fans, since I started doing the lives,
Mhm.
my fans have like they all have gotten to know each other in the chat room, which is really cool.
Oh, that's
sick.
So yeah, so they all come on every night, and we all know each other now, and it's like when a new person joins, it's like, hey, and then it's very accepting, and I don't know, it's really cool what it is. It's what it's become. So I love it. It's great.
That's like a little community you got going.
Yeah.
I know, and it's so
It's
cool. I
awesome.
never thought that would happen. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Well, it's sad
So
because we always think about comment sections, and it's usually the bad parts, right? We're thinking about the people who fight in the comments and
Mm.
who are mean to each other. And it's nice to see that there's also like communities growing. So, and you've seen like
yeah,
growth in your own like following from the lives specifically.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the growth has been it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. It live is just such a just as a tip. If anybody's on TikTok
Mhm.
trying to get followers, that is like live videos, the most underrated thing. Just
Huh.
Okay.
live every night, and it can really grow.
Wow. I'll have to, I mean, I
So
haven't done a live one. I've been thinking about it, but maybe I should. We should go down there, Lucas, you and I, and just start ripping, and we can have
Shoot some shit.
because can you like do lives with multiple people on there?
yeah, I think so. I
Okay,
think so.
that's
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. Next
you
time
can.
you're on,
Yeah,
I'll hop on one with you, Spencer, at some point.
dude, that would be sick.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
that'd
would
be
love
dope.
to do that. That'd be awesome.
Okay,
But
let's
that's
do it.
yeah, but that's really cool that that's been helping you out. And with speaking of growth and just building up your brand and your music since we've talked, what has the growth been, in the past 6 months, just from posting videos or just from what you've been working on?
Man, so I think growth has been crazy because
Yeah.
I finally came to terms. Like, so many artists do not accept that social media is the ticket
Mm.
now. It just
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And I was in denial for a while about it because I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't want to go on TikTok and do dances. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, once I started and you get into the groove of things, it's really fun. And I mean, we're all out to get our music heard and connect with
Mhm.
people. And it's
Mhm.
such a good, that is literally what it's made for. TikTok is
Yeah.
a discovery algorithm. So it's pushing you to new people.
Mhm.
So the growth has been amazing because I've just come to terms with social media is the way to go.
Yeah.
So it's been great.
Okay. Nice. I mean, yeah, that is the biggest thing I think for most artists, or whether it's music or acting or whatever it is that you do. People don't always want to put everything into social media, which I don't blame them, because it is a lot and
Mhm.
it's very difficult sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's the main thing right now. You kind of have to do it.
Yeah. Do you know Gary V?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Gary V's a funny guy.
Yeah.
But he
we make fun of him so much, but he's like he's just so
He's al-
brilliant, and he always
I
has
know.
great advice, but sometimes he's so outlandish that it's like,
I
Gary, what are
know.
you talking about?
I know, but I know, I feel the same. He's like, I'm like, he's always right though. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ah."
Yeah.
What-
It's like, well,
but-
why did you say it that way? But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I don't know how you got
Yeah.
there, but I agree.
Yeah. But there was this video he had. He said if you're starting a business, no matter what it is, if you're a personal trainer, if you're a singer, you need to be a media company, and then that whatever your business is comes second. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, that's interesting, and that's how important it is. So
Yeah.
it's crazy what the industry is like today.
Yeah. Business wise, he's a genius. He's like the smartest person in the world. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, let's move in a little bit to your single. So you sent it to us. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for letting us listen
Yeah.
to it first. It was amazing.
awesome.
I love it. And I don't, I say, when we have guests on or whatever, I'm always like hyping them up, but this is really, really good. And I'm not just saying that, because I'm a sucker
Appreciate
for
it.
a good melody. And this song
Yeah.
has a great melody. Like right off the bat, you're hooked in with your singing and your ambient vocals in the background. It's so very good. I'm very excited for everyone to hear it. But tell me a
Dude,
little bit
thank you.
of course,
I
of course.
appreciate that.
Tell me a little bit about what went into the creation of this, because it's been building for a few months now. So what went into the process of this song?
Yeah, well, I went through a breakup like, everybody does.
Mhm.
And it's just like, they suck. They just,
They-
they just,
yeah.
no,
you're right.
they're annoying. They're so annoying.
I'll co-sign. I'll officially co-sign with you on that. They suck. Yeah.
All right, cool. Sweet. But it was just like, I just sat down at the piano and I just randomly played that piano part.
Yeah.
That then, and
It's a great part. You can feel it. You can
Yeah.
feel it.
Thank
that,
you.
you can tell breakups suck because the song is good.
yeah, yeah, it's real emotion. You can feel
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, no, yeah, thank you. Yeah, but
You poured it into the fingers and
yeah,
and
poured
what
it right
happened?
in the fingers. As yeah,
Yeah.
love it. And I just sat down and I just had the "Won't you na na na." And it's just like the chorus just kind of started. I was like,
Yeah.
what? And then "Won't you come home?" I was like, ooh, that's awesome. I
Mm.
love that.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of, it was like the lyrics were already here, and I just kind of just wrote them down. It was just, it was
Gotcha.
so weird.
Yeah.
It just, the song wrote itself.
Yeah.
And so
Those are
just
the best
went
ones.
through. Dude,
Yeah.
you know, won't you, I will follow you into the dark. You know that song?
Yep.
You know, he wrote that in 45 minutes.
That's absurd.
I was like, no
That's
way.
crazy.
I didn't even know that.
Every time a song is written that quickly, I never believe it, but then I'll like make something, or like I'll write something in a short-ish amount of time. I'm like, maybe they
Always
did do
the
that.
best.
Maybe they did
Yeah.
really write it in
Okay.
45 minutes. It's crazy.
It's weird. Yeah, it's the most, yeah, it's the best.
Never
I don't know
ceases to
why.
piss me off though. Like when that happens, because the amount of time I spend like just like blank, just totally blank,
Yeah.
not
I
having
know.
nothing to put down, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man,
But-
sometimes it's so easy.
But I feel like those times when you can't think of anything, that's like exercise for when it actually just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
quick.
that's
Like
a
it's
good point.
it's
You're right.
like I don't think you get through it that fast without all the suck time before,
Yeah.
like the horrible time. So
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're
That's
definitely
a
right.
fact.
I don't know.
But what were some of the influences going into this song, I guess, either professionally or, people around you? What were the influences of the style and the melody and the feel to it?
Or were they
Hmm.
even intentional? Or was it
There
just
could be
like-
none. I could.
There was
like,
really
it just kind of happened.
Yeah, usually I can pinpoint something, but this one I'd say the most influential I can't say that word right now.
That's okay.
Whatever.
It's okay. English is hard. We can't.
English is tough. Ben Rector. Ben Rector.
Oh,
you know Ben
love
Rector?
Ben Rector. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of channeled his piano part on that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
I
even
see
know.
that.
It
I
just-
kind of get that, like a Cody Fry
I love Cody Fry.
kind of vibe from it. Yeah. It's very, very
Yeah.
good. It reminds me of, do you know Photograph by Cody Fry?
I
It
don't-
kind
I
of
don't
gives
know
me
if I know
that.
that one.
You should check it out if you don't. It's a very good
Okay.
song. It's a ballad as well.
Okay.
This is very good. And it's crazy because I think that with slow songs, like you have a little bit of kind of background drums towards the end, but drums are not anywhere near the main part of this song. And it's strange to see independent artists sometimes get rid of beat, like a really strong beat to a song. And
Interesting.
it's kind of it's a risk sometimes, because lots of people, if they're listening to a new song, they want it fast, they want it upbeat. But I feel
For
like it's
sure.
kind of shifting a little bit, like with all of the duets on TikTok that are happening. A lot of them
Yeah.
are slower songs, and
It's
I love
all
that.
slow.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Yeah, I never thought I thought it would just be the recycled pop that's been
Yeah.
kind of in on the radio, but yeah, TikTok's changed the game. It's so
It
weird.
really has. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But the song's amazing. The melody is gorgeous. Everyone go pre-save
Thank
it. If you have not yet, go pre-save it. I just pre-saved
Yeah.
it, so I'm
You did?
very
You're awesome.
excited.
Actually, I need to
Uh,
do that. I'm gonna do it right now.
Do it right now.
Thank you.
because-
Yeah.
Do
It's one of the
do it right
biggest
now.
things you can do for an artist too.
Yeah.
It's like kind of the
it's
little hack you can like do to get in the algorithm. I
oh
think.
yeah. It literally takes 5 seconds, but it can drastically change somebody's
Yeah.
career. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you
Do
guys.
it.
Of
Do
course.
it.
And so I do want to talk about the cover. So you posted the cover of the single,
Mhm.
and we do have just the main question we have is, where did you get a corded phone? Did you go to like the local?
That's actually
thrift shop?
that's my cell phone,
That's your
guys.
phone. That's the phone you carry
old-
around with you.
I'm
God.
old school. Yeah. Come
God,
on.
how does TikTok work on that one? Is it difficult to stand up? Your
Oh,
phone?
oh my God. Yeah. No. It's tough. It's tough. That's funny.
No, I feel like it was so funny because it's better for the picture. I mean, it looks cooler than if you're just like had a like an iPhone. But it was just funny to think about. Like, could you imagine if it was the iPhone? I'd be like, I'd think that was more strange, honestly. But I thought it was funny. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, no. It wasn't planned at all. It was I was shooting with this photographer, Lindsay Poi, who's phenomenal. And we just she's like, hey, I have this phone, and I was like, okay, and I just did this, and then we took the photos. Those are my favorite photos, and I was like, wait, the first lyric is been calling today, trying to reach you. Yeah. That's perfect. It kind of it was all by mistake, but it worked. I'm very happy.
Yeah, it works out really well because I mean, it's a conversational song. You know, you're speaking to someone, and it's. I mean, I really felt it. I know I'm like hyping it up a ton right now, but I've genuinely felt the song. It's very emotional, and it's sometimes really hard to get that through in your lyrics. And I commend you. It was very, very well done, and I think that everyone's going to really enjoy it. Yeah. Was it like difficult, and not to get like too emotional, was it like really hard to get those lyrics out, or was it like a quick write where it kind of just flowed out?
It was a quick write, but for a while I couldn't listen to it. It was just like, it was all so fresh, and I was like, whoa, it's like that. It was hitting me right here, and I was like, I can't listen to it. But so it was bittersweet in that sense. Yeah. But I don't think I've portrayed emotion as well as I have in this song. Which is exciting. So
I mean, I think it says something that if you can't listen to it right away, definitely, I think you hit something, right? I would, I think, and it is, and I agree with Aaron. I think it's really great. So everything falls into place, man. I think that means something. I think that's kind of cool.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys connected with it. That's actually sick.
Yeah. No, I think everyone that hears it to everyone that's listening to the podcast right now, when you listen to it, actually, for the first time, sit down and sit with it. You know, don't just like put it on the background and listen to it. Like, for real, sit with it, because it's very well done and deserves to be, given that time. So I'm very.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm excited for everybody to hear it. I sent it to my buddy, and he said that he just went through a breakup or something, and he just was like, dude, I listened to it last night, and I just bawled my eyes out. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if everybody's crying.
I will be. I'm gonna be crying.
Okay.
So
good. You better.
Before you came on, I was a mess. I was a wreck.
He was.
I thought I saw your mascara going down.
Yeah.
That's actually not a mustache. That is his mascara. He didn't wipe off.
I want to say it. Yeah, didn't need it. Didn't need you to say that, Lucas.
Sorry.
That's
funny. Now, Spencer, I saw something on I think it was on your Instagram or something. Have you been traveling a lot? Like I saw like Pennsylvania, Ohio, Dallas. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I just got back from New York.
What's happening?
Yeah, I know.
In New York?
What the? I was in New York. I got back 2 days ago.
Is this your private jet?
Yeah,
I'm the private jet that you have.
Oh yeah. That's it. I've been working with this film company.
Okay.
Also, so they're really good friends of mine, but they always do these gigs. I love film also. So we just have we've been, because content goes hand in hand. Like, I got to learn so much about video, and so I've been learning so much working with these guys. We filmed we've been filming a lot of like political ads and for Samsung and stuff like that. They were hired on. We just filmed a political ad for the lieutenant governor of New York, like New York State. So like there's the mayor, and then there's him, and so we filmed this like documentary about him. It was very interesting.
That's so nice. So you did like behind the camera stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn,
that's cool. Great. Must be great. Yeah, to like learn
it was
all
great.
That stuff.
Just trying to stay creative no matter what.
Yeah.
In all these different it's very inspiring. So I love it. It was so fun.
Nice. And you've been we also saw are you do you have like are you getting sponsors now? I'm like tripping over my words here. You're like getting a bunch of sponsors
Sure.
that was like Sound Gym and things
what
like
is
that.
that?
Like what are those? What is that?
Oh, I wasn't. I wasn't sponsored by Sound Gym at all. I was like, this has helped me so much. I just want to
Really? It's just
post
something
about
that
it. Yeah, that
okay.
is. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is totally. I don't. Yeah, I don't
Is it
really
really a
have.
gym of sound? Like you train
It's
your
a
ears?
gym of sound. Yeah, it is.
Doing reps,
That's
reps
cool.
every day, all day.
Are you guys both producers?
Yeah, a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
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 Okay. Sound. So have you heard of Sound Gym? Have you checked out Sound Gym? at
No,
all?
I haven't.
No,
Which is why
no.
we were bringing it up because we didn't.
Yeah,
We're like, I genuinely
genuinely
have no
interested.
idea what this is.
Oh, guys. All right. Cool. It trains your ear for like compression, EQ. Like it
Ooh.
literally trains. It literally all these exercises and daily exercises, and it helps so much. Like I really struggled
that's
with
awesome.
hearing compression. Like
Dude, I still
the
very much.
yeah no
Compression is
it's tough.
Yeah.
But it's like the easiest hardest concept, but this really helped so I can pick it out and like work with compressors well.
That's cool.
So,
Can you this is one thing I can't do. Can you hear the
Yeah.
difference between like specific compressors? Like I hear things like, oh, the LA2A and the Fairchild, like their specific like tones. Can you hear that? Because I
Getting there.
don't get it. Getting there.
getting
Okay.
there? Yeah, there's this I'm noticing between stock compressors like Ableton
Uh-huh.
stock and like there's a compressor by Plugin Alliance, if you've heard of Plugin
Mhm.
Alliance, but I can hear the difference between those.
Okay.
That's
But
kind of cool.
we're getting
It's
there.
kinda-
We're getting
it's
there.
kinda badass.
I wasn't even thinking about it when I was listening to the song, but it's compared to the songs that we've heard from you in the past, like when you were on 6 months ago, the sound quality, not that the others weren't amazing as well, it's just elevated to a whole new level with this song. It really is
Wow.
incredible mixing.
Thank you.
wise. Like now that
Yeah.
I'm actually like kind of
Really?
remembering it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It was very, very well mixed because from the beginning you're dragged in, you're pulled in. I think that really has something to do with the mix. It's not just the song that does that, it's the whole
Well,
process.
the mix serves the song, really. It's
Yeah.
got like this like pillowy, like cloud kind of atmosphere where you like you want to be comforted, but you're like you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The bittersweet thing.
That's awesome, guys, because I was actually like I had somebody mix it.
Okay.
Very
Cool.
talented mixer, but it just wasn't the emotion didn't feel the same for me. And so
Mm.
Okay.
I mixed it. It was the first song I'd ever mixed myself.
Yeah, good job.
Dude,
Yeah, and so I was like this. I was
Fuck
for
yeah.
the longest time I was like
that's amazing.
so that is so cool to hear. It just
Yeah.
yeah, that is awesome. Appreciate it.
Of course.
It's so important to get that emotion. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
awesome.
you're
Tough
right.
to do, especially tough when you just hand somebody a song and you're like, just make it sound like how it feels, but it's gonna feel different. to
Yeah.
Yeah.
people.
So subjective.
It's difficult, but I guess some
It
guys
is.
are really good, and you don't always get it. But
Yeah.
I think you did.
Yeah.
I think you did a good job.
Thank you. That is
Yeah.
awesome. It means a lot, actually. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna move into. I think we did this last time. We played a little. Is it weird? It's one
Let's
of
go,
our,
games.
it's one of our go-tos here. So again, I'm just gonna like ask this question. We get things sent into us, or we find things on the internet of people asking if something is weird that they do. So let's get right into it. This
Okay.
one is. So this is like a statement, and then I'm gonna read a little bit more underneath. So, is it weird to wait for a business to open in the morning? I'm sitting outside a store that's supposed to open in about 5 minutes. I wanted to stop by before work, and unfortunately, I feel weird just chilling outside. Is it weird that I'll have to see the owners walk in and then walk in directly after them and not give them time to set up? Is it weird? And I have felt this so many times. Like this,
I felt that too.
so many
Yeah.
times. This is hilarious,
know.
and I feel for this person. I genuinely do.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
You
I'll
want to go
go.
first?
I'll go. I'm working retail right now, and it's always this old men in like freaking, like the comfiest Nikes you've ever seen.
All
or
white.
New Balance.
All
New
white.
Balance.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, let's go.
and
That's so
they are
funny.
ready. They're ready. They have like a task list for you to do, and I'm just like, dude, I just woke up. I am not ready.
Yeah.
So I think those people are a little weird. But if you gotta get in, get something quick, get out, fine, whatever, before work. It's not as weird the way that they described it.
Yeah.
Some of the people I've interacted with, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like knocking on the window.
know.
Have you ever seen somebody do that? They're
Oh,
like,
the people who
Yes.
those people need to be put in a home. They need to be
Yeah.
put away. Like, how dare you?
I don't care. I don't care if they're 20 home. They're putting it on.
Immediately.
I don't care.
They need to be watched. Like, under
I don't care.
surveillance.
rest of their life, man. They just screwed it up. That's on them.
Boom.
Oh my
I
God.
love it.
What do you think, Spencer? Do you think this is weird?
Dude, I used to work at a grocery store, and honestly, well, sometimes it was like I didn't really care because it's only if the customers are like, you can tell it's their whole world to be there. Then it's like, dude, chill out.
Yeah.
It's like they've been waiting. I'm like, but yeah, I never really care when I'm the one working at the store, but I always feel so weird when I am the one going in because I'm like, oh, they hate me.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's weird. Just don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Annoying.
That's what I was kind of going to
Don't be
say is
annoying.
that, you know, the fact that they have the thought of, oh, is it weird? Like, I'm going to have to, you know, see the auto. You're self-aware enough that you're not being an asshole. So I don't think it's a problem.
That's
but
the key.
It is awkward for sure. And it's going to be awkward every single time.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah.
Awkward, not
That's
weird.
a good question.
This is
Awkward, not weird. Yes, just don't make eye contact. Just avoid eye contact and we'll be good. That's funny.
Alrighty. Let's see what one's next here.
That's a funny. Who asked that? Do you know?
So they're all random. So anonymous. Yeah,
Gotcha. Anonymous. Okay, that's a funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, just so like, because there are some people that send us like some pretty weird ones where it's like I would maybe not want my name on that. So we like
gotcha.
make sure to do that. All right, let's do this one. Is it weird to have a favorite word every 5 to 6 months? I've noticed ever since I could remember I had a favorite word where I say a specific type of word repeatedly in different instances and circumstances. Then randomly, after 5 to 6 months, I'd find a new word and the cycle continues. Is it weird?
Lucas?
Always passing the
Spencer,
torch. Okay.
Spencer has to sit with it for a minute. He's processing.
I think this is tough, guys.
I have two thoughts initially. My first thought is every toddler I've ever met does this, and it's every 6 months. It's always they actually wanted to actually do this that many times.
Oh, yeah.
You know how they do that? They learn a new word and they're like in love with it, which I think is adorable.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, I do this. I definitely do this. Like I've been saying facts a lot. Dude, facts. Absolutely.
Facts? Dude, facts?
Like I'm on the phone at work.
You're using facts all the time?
Dude, facts.
Dude, it's like,
oh, yeah.
It's like some old man, and he's like, yeah, that's just not how it works. I'm like, facts, man. You're absolutely right.
Facts.
Facts.
Wait, but like when you start saying it though, do you know those words where you start out saying it as a joke, totally as a joke, because it's so ridiculous, and then it sneaks its way into your everyday vocab?
Yes. That's been
fun with them.
And it's always kind of like slang, you know? Like it's always like I started using bet as a joke, and now I say bet all the time, and I hate it. Every time I say it, I'm mad at myself that I say bet. Because half the time I'm like, wait a minute, we're not even betting on anything. This doesn't make sense.
Bet.
Why are we using it?
Dude, I'll say RN. Like I'll be like RN, man. I'll be there.
That's weird. No, you're one of those.
In real life.
That's weird.
So weird. And
that's weird. Home. Put him in a home.
Yeah, you're gone.
I swear it's ironic at first, and now I belong in
Lucas, that's bad.
Yeah,
that's
not
really
that's bad.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to the bathroom. RN.
Did you write this?
Right.
Was this you?
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to when you say that?
Not my cat. Not my cat.
That's okay.
I think this isn't
I have
like
questions for you.
Yeah. But do you think this is weird, Spencer? Do you think it's like inherently weird, or is it kind of just only because, in my opinion, it's like they are the only ones that know they're using it a ton, unless it's excessive. You know,
if it's like subconscious, like I don't know, just kind of sneaks its way, not so weird.
Yeah.
But if it's conscious, like I'm gonna say, I like saying this. I'm gonna say it that's weird.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
I think it's definitely, we need some more context. I think it is pretty
Yeah.
weird because it's one word.
Yeah.
That's what makes it strange. Like if it's a bit that you're like trying to do with your friends and you're like, you use that bit every once in a while and you're repeating it and it's funny. And then eventually one day you say it and it's not funny. And then you got to switch it up and you got to change to a new bit. Like that's different. But it's just one word that you're like, it's like they woke up and they have just like a word of the day calendar next to their bed. And they're like, this is the one. This is the one I'm going to use.
I like the idea that it's like a
RN.
really, really long word.
believe
Yeah,
you say
it's
RN.
the RN's back.
I'm never-
RN.
Oh.
Lucas, you deserve to
Bet.
be dragged on the internet for saying RN. That's just unbelievable. I can't believe it.
All right.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. Well, I mean, I don't
I think you should stop RN. I think you should stop making fun of me.
Bet.
I'm not.
Bet.
I'm not. No, I will not. Bet.
But it's
Bet,
fine, guys. I said fam for a while. That's bad. That's
You're on
really
the fam
bad.
train.
It
What
was
up, fam?
Trim. Oh yeah, that was bad.
What up,
I
fam?
don't like
Yeah,
that.
not proud of it. Oh, we don't talk
It's
about
okay.
that.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
All right, but
Yeah.
sadly, that's all that we got for today. Thank you all for listening. Please go pre-save. Won't you come home? Go to Spencer Hendricks Instagram or TikTok or whatever platform you want, and go to the pre-save bio, pre-save link in his bio. I've already pre-saved it. It's an amazing song. We're not just saying that. Please go save it. If you're going through a tough time or a breakup or whatever, you're really gonna relate to this song, or if you've ever felt that way. So please go pre-save it. Spencer, thank you again for coming on. We always love having you. You're welcome on anytime. And best of luck.
Of course, you
to
guys are
with this
awesome.
song.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your podcast is amazing. I love coming on here. You guys are so fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This is awesome. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week.